The student union are a crucial part of getting your voices and opinions heard. So how are you supposed to recognise who a member of the student union is? Well, they'll be wearing one of these hoodies. And as you can see, it's got the logo on here. And on the back it says student union. Apart from it will have their role, like the entertainment officer or something like that. Some of them have zips and some of them don't. I'm here with Kieran, the president, Kelly, the vice president, and Craig, the entertainment officer. A question that everyone's probably dying to hear: when will the clubs and societies be running again, and are there any we should be looking out for?
Well, so at the Freshers' Fair we had kind of a list, and we got people to basically write down what clubs they wanted, and we had quite a lot of, we had a vast variety. We had, Doctor Appreciation Society, we had the Gaming Club, we had Creative Writing, we had a lot. And our Clubs and Societies officer, Lucilia, is working like non-stop. She's just working, it's amazing, to get this all kind of started. So hopefully we're going to get it done as soon as possible this year, and it will be this year.
Yeah.
And yeah, people are...
Not this year, this month, really.
Yeah, this month.
Yeah, not this year.
God.
That's a bit broad. This month, there's going to be, we know for definite that there's going to be Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Anime
Club, a film club is going ahead. Creative writing run by Kelly herself. So if you're a creative out there, contact Kelly to get signed up. And yeah, effectively, no club is out of bounds. We could run a club with enough members on anything. So if there is a club... Well, within reason, yes. But if there's a club that you're interested in that we haven't started running, please do find one of the student union or go to Donna and mention it, because if there's enough interest, we will get it up and going.
A lot of the clubs are held in the fishbowl, and I've heard there's going to be an added feature to the fishbowl. Would you like to tell us a bit about that?
So yeah, we have an amazing kind of project which we're working on at the moment. It's still kind of under construction, but we're getting there with it. And it's basically a games room in the fishbowl. I spoke to Amanda about it a couple of weeks ago, and the idea has gone forward. So we've got some high-tech equipment in the games room, basically. We've got a 52-inch flat-screen TV with some nice 3D glasses. We've got the PC, which hopefully we're going to have Steam on soon, so we can play a couple of PC games. So yeah.
The film and drama courses have been working on a respect campaign. Would you be able to tell me a bit about that?
Well, basically, we've had some really unfortunate cases in the first term. People being targeted for their sexuality, their gender, their race, and it's just not acceptable. I mean, people come here not to be targeted. They come here to learn and...
have fun, just enjoy themselves.
Yeah, better their futures and get somewhere. So, TV and film, myself and Kelly, we basically sat down and wrote a script for a Respect campaign video. And it will be 3 narratives, and the underlying question at the end is, which one of the stories dealt with their problem effectively and correctly? We're working closely now as well with Performing Arts to get the roles all cast, and hopefully, if all goes according to schedule, it should be out and ready for everyone to see by the end of this term.
Before we broke up for Christmas, there was an event, a fair held in the hall. Would you like to tell me about that?
Yeah, it was really good. We had just under 200 people participate, and basically it was just kind of an end-of-year event, so that people had something to look forward to. I mean, I think it's the big difference you kind of feel when you go from school to college. At school, you have a lot of build-up when it's getting to the end of Christmas, and you get quite festive and in that mood and excited. At college, we put out some decorations, but that's pretty much where it ends. So the Christmas fair was kind of our chance to get people excited. Break's coming, Christmas is coming, yay! It's nearly done. So yeah, it was a really good event and a brilliant turnout for what we had there.
It was kind of, it wasn't huge, and it was quite quaint, and we wanted, again, as many courses in as possible, to listen to some nice wham music, sing lots of Christmas tunes. And to get you in the Christmas spirit, because again, you're all year you're focusing on your projects. You just want a bit of fun, don't you?
I heard you guys have some really interesting plans for Rag Week. Would you like to tell me about those?
Well, Yeah, we kind of, I don't know, we've taken ideas from other campuses.
We're reinventing
We've
it.
made them our
Reinventing
own.
it, yeah.
We're reinventing an idea that Chippenham have.
Yes.
Every year they do a zombie day, and you know it's something that you read and see it all over the place. It's a load of students dressing up as zombies, and they just literally just chase the students around. And we're like, yeah, it's been done, dusted. Let's come up with something new.
Exactly.
So we started crunching our brains together, and we came up with a zombie maze idea.
Yeah. So the basic idea is you start at a particular place and you have to get to a destination at the end. And we wanted to kind of have it, you know, make it more of an experience than just an event. So we would have food at the end. We'll have themed, you know, hot dogs and stuff, steaks if we can afford it. And yeah,
It's basically going to be like a game. So
Yeah.
you start at point A, and you've got objectives throughout. You've got to go from point A to B, B to C, in a certain amount of time, and get a certain amount of items. Basically, just a big game. We're going to exploit the fact that we're TV and film, that Kieran's game development, and use it to make just a fun event that everyone can join in, and hopefully.
At the end of it, a nice big party for everyone.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Have the students got any say in any of this? Like,
At the moment, we're still kind of working out the logistics behind it, like where the maze is going to take place, and what route it's going to require, and everything like that. But we're very eager to try and get as many students obviously involved as possible, because the more that we can get, possibly being the zombie horde, as opposed to being students trying to get through,
Yeah.
makes it obviously more exciting. And we want to get other departments involved, like obviously we've got a brilliant hair and beauty department, why not use them for makeup purposes? We've got a brilliant catering department, why not use them for our party music department? So basically, we're going to try and get as many courses involved in this one event as possible.
that sounds fantastic.
Yes.
But as well as that, we've got other ideas like just little bake sales and stuff. But
Yeah.
the good thing about Bragg Week is that we haven't got a charity chosen yet. And the entire student union, everyone's going to pick a charity that they want personally, and then put it towards the students. Let the students vote, so the students get to pick what charity their money is actually going to.
Because we thought, as good as it is that we're raising all this money, we don't want to be the dictators and say, we've raised X amount and it is going here. We don't think that's fair, because we have no money to give to charity if the students don't get involved.
Exactly.
So it's only fair that they choose where this money goes.
And again, it's a college, so you want everyone to feel comfortable with the money that they're putting in. Again, it is their money, it's their hard-earned money, but it's going towards charity. And I think we're going to do some kind of survey or something along those lines to get the students' voice across, basically.
Nice. Kieran, I heard something that you're really passionate about called Global Goals. Could you tell me a bit about that?
So Global Goals is basically, I wouldn't call it a charity, it's more of a campaign about raising awareness of a list of 17 things that they want to kind of eradicate in the next few years. And it can range from things to pollution, to the equality of the sexes, to climate change and poverty. We've spoken to Amanda about it, which is the principal, and she wants to make it across all 4 campuses, which is absolutely incredible because, you know, we're raising awareness of particular things which, you know, people feel passionate about. And Donna's assistant in her office is working with me closely to get some kind of board up. We've got some wood from carpentry, and I'm also going to talk to a couple of companies in a couple of months about bringing them in and getting their opinions of it.
Carpentry gave us a massive board that we can use. Art and designer could paint it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be set up in one of the corridors, I think.
Yeah.
And we're almost going to do like a photo booth kind of thing, where the students can pick whichever number they feel most passionate about, take a little photo, and it'll be put up on the board. So we've got a big board covered in everybody's numbers they've chosen.
Yeah, it's kind of uniting the college, isn't it? About feeling passionate about a particular thing, and no one's going to judge you for it because they're all equally as important. And again, yeah, you just take a photo with it, an innocent photo, and again, you're raising awareness and you're showing you're passionate about a particular issue.
And the bit that will probably be quite interesting about it is just seeing, depending on where you are in your upbringing, it's
Yeah.
going to depend on what goal you think needs to be tackled the most.
Yeah.
So it'd be quite interesting to see some of the results we get, because I think we might be surprised by some of the ones students choose
Yeah.
as the ones that need to be sorted.
That sounds something that sounds really exciting. So Kieran, what did we do to raise money so far this year?
Well, this year we've raised a lot of amount of money for some amazing charities. some which were more successful than others. We had Wear It Pink, which was for breast cancer awareness. We raised £67, which is it's still amazing, and it still raised awareness, but we would have hoped for a bit more. We don't have Children in Need, which Craig took the vast majority of kind of the responsibility for.
Yes, we raised over £600 through a photo booth, nail painting from Hair and Beauty, cake sales. Really good turnout for Children in Need.
And we do have some charities planned this year, and some events which we're hoping which will be as successful as the ones we've just had.
Yeah, I've heard something about sleeping in the cathedral. Could you tell us about that?
Well, yeah, we're quite excited about that. We've got an event planned, it's kind of under construction at the moment of kind of the final plan. But we're going to think about sleeping at the cathedral, aren't we?
Yeah, to raise awareness for the homeless. I think it's in March, isn't it?
Yeah, March.
That's right,
And it's just for an evening. We've got to raise money individually and sleep for a night just in a cathedral on the floor. And we're also going to try and do like a bit of a food bank here, raise cans, and just because even though it's after Christmas, people are still homeless and they still need food, and the awareness needs to keep. Yeah.
Well, it was amazing because the food bank idea was suggested by a student, which is amazing that they're getting involved as well. We're quite excited for the upcoming year about charity work.
Cool. How do you think the students will react? Do you reckon they'll react positively, or?
Well, we can only hope, can't we? Yes. We, as Wiltshire College, we're quite respected in the community for what we do for our charities. And yeah, I hope the students, take on board our ideas and what we suggest, really, isn't it?
Yeah. But then a lot of the other students, they want to help with charities. We've had a few people come and offer different charity ideas and try to get their own campaigns running.
Hair and Beauty and Music Department, for example, are two courses that do tend to get very stuck in all of our events, always coming up with ideas. I mean, for Children in Need, Music Department put on a whole music concert for people, and it's brilliant because it's what we need. We need the students to be engaging, otherwise...
We need to work together.
Yeah. We're going to get nowhere.
And we have learning support as well, and they're always really involved in different things. They get to understand charities and how they work, and as well raising money for the people that really need it, really.
Going back to the hair and beauty, but have you ever been to that Aspire hair salon, Kelly?
We went a little while back to do some filming and to see what they do and what they get up to.
Cool. I've had my hair cut there before, it's pretty good, so I'd recommend it to other students. Good prices as well.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Welcome to Aspire Hair and Beauty. You're about to see some aspiring individuals hard at work. With all the right tools and training, they can snip your hair into something beautiful. Talented tutors train these students to be the best of the best, giving them all the inside trade tips they need to excel in a challenging industry. So, the next time you spot a split end or fancy just sprucing yourself up a bit, why don't you pop into Aspire and let the students work their magic for a reasonable price as well? Thank you for watching this episode of Slsv. Don't forget to give us a like on Facebook so you can stay up to date with all the exciting events we've got planned.